Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back once again to my channel, and I'm gonna be careful, so turn this back around. A bug just flew in my mouth. Okay, what's happening today? I am taking you to go check out some biesu. It's like houses, not apartments, not high-rise apartments, not lane houses, actual like standalone houses. In China, it's very rare to have biesu, but in Yunnan especially, and a lot of these southern and western provinces, you get quite a few of them because property is a lot cheaper out here. There's only one problem, is that like a lot of cities in China and a lot of places in China, they build too much, they build too many. There's no like master plan for a community. So they start building these communities, and either people don't buy them or people do buy them but they don't renovate them because it's like a long-term investment. But you know, if 80% of the people in the community don't plan on living there or don't plan on using it, and they just want to use it as a place to, you know, let it appreciate in value and make some money in the future, well, it's actually probably not a very good investment, because if nobody renovates their houses, nobody takes care of their property, they're all just going to get run down. So let's go take a look at a couple. There's two I want to take you to today. There's actually a lot of them in Sichuanbana, but two just here in Jinghong City. And actually, sometimes I've been a few times, sometimes they don't really let you in. It depends on the baoan and how nice you are. So let's go check. Okay, so I just came in. I wasn't recording when I came in because I was afraid the security guard would not let me. Because I've come before and the security guard won't let me in because it's like a nice neighborhood, right? So absolutely massive houses. So you see, like, this house is completely overgrown with weeds. Nobody's taking care of the yard. It's a massive house and nobody's in there, nobody's using it. It's not renovated. It's just an empty shell, basically. So the problem with these kind of neighborhoods is, like, they take a huge investment to buy a house here. Not many people in China, even though China has a lot of wealthy people, but not many people in China can afford to buy like a landed house property. Most people will buy inside of a apartment building. And second of all is, this is Yunnan, this is Sichuanbana. It's not really like a rich place, at least it hasn't been traditionally, though it's, you know, it's coming up. But so a lot of locals aren't going to be able to buy a house here either. You know, if they can afford anything, it'll be a small apartment. So like I was saying, a lot of people, they'll buy a second home or like an investment property here in Sichuanbana, whether it's an apartment or a house like this or whatever the case may be, whatever they want to buy. But so when a development in China will have like a pre-sales kind of time period while they're doing construction and doing planning and all that, and a lot of people will snap up the houses because there are a lot of rich people around. So they'll snap up the houses and they'll use it as a, you know, potential investment property or a second home or a third home. But then, you know, people will come here. Let's keep going. People will buy these houses and they won't ever come here. They won't ever use it. It'll just be kind of laid to waste, left to rot. And so you have these kind of neighborhoods like this where you have a lot of empty homes. They're huge homes, potentially really nice homes. This one door's open. Let's go look. You know, this one's getting construction on it done. But they just stay empty for so long. But you can imagine how nice this house would be. Massive ceiling, massive height. Big old living room right here. Guess this would probably be the kitchen. They always have small kitchens. In the backyard, you know, got a nice yard, you could have a garden or put a swimming pool or put your dog back here. There's a toilet in here, should be. An office or a bedroom. You know, a lot of these houses too, they're all made with cement construction. These shells are really, really sturdy. It's like a high-rise kind of a building kind of style, but it should be a house. Looks like the second floor is almost the same as the first floor, the layout. Be a master bedroom right here. You get a nice balcony. You know, potentially it would have the opportunity to be really nice. Let's go see the third floor. You know, whoever owns it, they don't care. They probably have 10 houses all around China. And this one really means nothing to them if it falls apart. It's really sad because there's a lot of people that could use a home. Master bedroom here with the master shower, master bathroom. You know, really nice. Another vaulted ceiling. What do you guys think about this house? How much you reckon it would cost? I'm gonna guess it's at least 2,000 square feet, which is really, really big for China. Actually, let's go see the basement. I skipped out on that. It's gotta be more than 2,000 square feet, right, with this basement here. You can use this as a massive game room or your own gym or just some sort of party space. Put a pool table down here. Put your own bar down here. So yeah, this place has got to be at least a few million RMB that somebody bought and left here. I guess we should make a really easy contrast here with right across the street. The house is laid out almost exactly the same. Look how nice the yard is. Have a gazebo, koi pond, and a little river. They're growing corn over here, other crops. You know, they're really lucky to have a house like this. To be honest, I'm quite surprised with how much it has improved. I came here, it must have been at least 6 months ago now. And a lot of stuff, like, obviously I'm certain this one that's being under construction right now, it was still an empty shell. I mean, it still is, but nothing was happening at that time, so somebody must have bought it, or somebody finally wants to take care of their property. So here's another one. Hold on. Just a completely massive house. Somebody trying to block the entrance here with the doors, I guess, or make a ramp for us to enter. Look, this one even has an elevator shaft. I'm gonna assume somebody bought this and started working on it because we got doors, we got windows here. Somebody must have bought it and ran out of money, made some bad investment somewhere and never finished. Otherwise, why would they start on the elevator shaft? Like, can you imagine how nice this like veranda would be, or an office or whatever? You have just massive windows here. Oh, it'd be so cool. And I am not gonna go up these stairs. Sorry, not today. Not today. I'm sure they're safe, right? But I'll pass. It's just a shell of a house, just like the one we just saw, so can't be that exciting. Probably the most exciting thing I will find is somebody's poop. That's what you usually find in abandoned houses. Somebody's poop and somebody's empty beer bottles or baijiu bottles. So if it was like 95% capacity and only 1 or 2 empty houses, it'd probably be fine. But I mean, look at this. It's just such a waste. It's so sad, really. These homes probably got good bones in them. There's 2 right here. I'd almost be willing to bet this is the same owner on both of these. They built this driveway, cast iron kind of automatic gate, and this wall around it, and then stopped. Okay, so that's this neighborhood. This neighborhood is actually in Jinghong City, like not quite downtown, but pretty near downtown. And I'm gonna take you one a little bit on the outskirts. The last time I was there was even worse than this place, with as far as abandoned houses go. So you got a company right there, and abandoned houses across the way, 2 of them. And then you got a house. And that guy's got an outdoor gym. And this guy's got a basketball court. You know, that's what really is amazing. This person can afford like an outdoor basketball court. They have this really nice gate. They're obviously doing very well for themselves financially. And they're in the middle of a neighborhood that's surrounded by abandoned homes because somebody else wasn't able to continue making their payment, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Or they're just waiting for Yunnan value to increase before they do some work on their home. Just leave it abandoned until the value of these homes in this area increase someday, and then come work on it and sell it. Another one, empty. So I kind of wanted to know what the market is like for a house in Sichuanbana. Because an apartment in Sichuanbana in Jinghong, a new apartment about let's say 70 square meters right now will set you back maybe 600,000 or 700,000 renminbi. That's new construction, 1 bedroom, 1 living room, 1 bath, 1 kitchen, really basic house, like 70 square meters. And then a new house, you know, 100 square meters plus is about 1 million. And then I actually did look at a few other biesu, a few other houses, freestanding houses. I did look at a few other ones, and in a new construction place, which maybe I can go back to for you guys if you're interested. But I looked at another one and it was 1.2, 1.3 million for a freestanding house, 120, also 120 square meters. So because it's freestanding, it's obviously a little bit more expensive, or a lot more expensive, 20-30% more expensive than a house inside of an apartment. So okay, let's go on up the hill.上去看看，为什么？为什么？我要看那个环境。为什么？这里不可以进去的。我们这里封闭的，封闭上去游啊。那如果要买房子呢？买房子卖完了。不可能，他们都是空的。卖完了。他们都是空的。但是卖完了房子。很多，我去过好几次，可以看很多那个贴那个电话号码卖出去。没有，现在这里不可以贴的，上面不可以贴号码。是吗？没动房子的，他们要卖，他们去那个市政部挂牌，不会在这里卖，这里不允许。Okay, so that was stupid. They wouldn't let me go inside and look this time. These people, what do they have to hide, right? What do they have to hide? I guess what they have to hide is that their Xiaoqiu is terrible and empty and nobody lives there. And so they don't want bad publicity, most likely, is what they have to hide. He said that they sold out of all their houses there, but there's a whole bunch of houses that are empty and they have stickers on them with people's phone numbers and it says for sale, people trying to get rid of them. So, whatever. I guess he just doesn't want to give a bad impression. So it won't let just anybody up there, especially not silly Lawai. So I suppose that about wraps it up for my tour of Xishuangbanna's empty houses. You know, a lot of people here, a lot of locals especially, they tell me, you should buy a house here, you should buy a house here. It's so cheap and the price is always going up. It's such a good investment. So first of all, I tell them that renting here is super cheap, so I don't really have any need to buy a house. But second, I also tell them, I say, there is so much new construction going on. There are so many empty houses. Probably every Xiaoqiu has a lot of empty apartments. You might remember my old Xiaoqiu, almost all empty. My new Xiaoqiu, also pretty much all empty. Everywhere you look, there's empty apartments, empty houses. And people say, oh, but every year the price is going up. In the future, it's gonna be really expensive. You can make a lot of money. And my whole thought is, why would anybody buy my secondhand house? If I ever decide to buy a house and then sell a house, why would you buy my secondhand house that's been lived in and designed how I want it and, you know, dirty or whatever the case may be? Maybe not dirty, but you know, it's secondhand, it's not a brand new house. Why would you want that house when there's hundreds, if not thousands, of brand new apartments and houses here in Xishuangbanna, never lived in before, new construction going on all the time? Why would you buy my secondhand house? How am I going to make any money? Who would buy my house? You can buy your own house brand new and design it how you want it. So I always tell them, there's no way in heck I'm buying a house in Xishuangbanna. And maybe I'm the wrong one. Maybe they're right. What do you guys think? Should I buy a house in Xishuangbanna? Does it seem like a good investment? The only good thing you could say is it's relatively cheap compared to the rest of China. Other than that, I'd probably, I would personally steer clear. So, okay. Going back to my cafe, it's almost dinner. Thanks again for watching, and please subscribe, and see you later. See you next time. Bye-bye. Imagine how nice this could actually be if it was taken care of, well maintained, and people used it. But instead they build it and it all goes to hell. So there's your empty, really massive, gorgeous pool.